Hey everyone, I'm Chris. This Joker over
I'm
here,
Rob
yeah, he's Rob.
with my hat.
Yeah, this is the hat live stream. So,
We're just going to talk the next hour about hats and their place in 2019.
hats and hats products.
Yeah,
um,
hat
so
accessories.
hat accessories. Oh man. So this is our final episode, final live stream of the year. Uh,
Ever?
well, I said year. I didn't say of all time.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking. I mean,
Oh, it's getting tight in here.
because we're switching formats to hats only.
Yeah. So Steven, the topics this week is gonna be kind of just this year, how it went for Dice Masters for us personally, and how it went for the channel, honestly. Because we're not gonna be doing another live stream for Wednesday till the 2nd of January. So this is officially our last one for the year.
Officially.
So how you doing today, Rob?
I'm good. I'm good. I saw the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie today, and it was amazing,
Sounds
spectacular.
That's too long of a name for a movie, honestly.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Nah.
I can't
It was
wait till that
awesome, dude.
goes on Movies Anywhere, so to speak. I might go see it anyways, but still.
You should go check it out, dude. It's actually a really, really good comic book movie.
I
It's
heard,
probably the best Spider-Man movie.
yeah, I heard some people say that the animation kind of hurt their eyes because the focus got put to the background at some points.
Yeah, some of it feels like is this a 3D movie? Like, do I need my red and blue or red and green, whatever it is, glasses to watch this? Because you do get that kind of where there's a picture, there's another picture laid over it, sort of thing. But that's mostly in the background and not so much on the foreground.
So is it black and yellow glasses? I hate myself. I hate
I don't know
myself.
why you did that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But no, it's actually really, really good.
That's good.
You should check it out.
I was thinking about that anyways, but so getting into the topic at hand, our channel and everything else in review, I guess, with Dice Masters and everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the first set this year was X-Men First Class. That was so long ago, it's hard to remember, but starting with X-Men First Class, I think, going till now, were you impressed by the lateness or the overall sets?
Of X-Men First Class itself?
Of just all the sets going from then on. Because TOA can't be considered in it because that was last year.
That was last year. I mean, I guess there wasn't any DC sets right this year besides
The Harley Quinn, yeah, the Harley Quinn set,
and Superman, Wonder Woman.
No, that was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah. Then no, I wasn't impressed this year. I would have liked to have everything this year. You know, I don't know. I didn't really care for the sets. Like the keywords that they created this year weren't all that great. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. Like Immortal was, it's thematic, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
You know, for Thor, and then X-Men was, what's the spin up thing?
Awaken.
X-Men? Awaken was a cool.
I like
idea,
Awaken actually, personally.
I do too, but on a dice game, it's a limited amount of times you can spin up, and I understand you have to make it work. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that with your team, you have to have ways to do it. Obviously, spin up, spin down. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it, mostly because I suck at it. So that's gonna be the reason why I hate a lot of things or not like a lot of things, is because I'm just not good at them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you are good at what you're good at. You have that Daisy Johnson, Mr. Fix-It mechanic with Staff of the Forgotten, and you just go to town with that. Damn the Awaken.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, there was some good cards in there. I mean, Super Rare Jubilee happened. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You had the Boom Boom.
When you say Wayo.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, I know.
You had your blobs. All the blobs really were decent blobs.
And with the spoilers, it looks like we're going to be getting some more good blobs too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead.
I mean, there was some good stuff in there. I mean, you have the the danger room, right? That
Yeah.
makes everything a villain and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and the Hellfire Club that works with Fixit to make knock everything out if you have the highest attacking character or
And it's
highest
really
attack.
easy with that.
Yeah, with Mr. Fixit, it's awesome.
Bishop seems like he would, like Steven, he seems like it would have been good, but man, in the fast meta that we were in after TOA, it seems it's really hard to get that out. But I think going forward with people kind of building around slowing down the attune, I think it could be pretty good. And yes, Surtur and Crystal were pretty good too. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's that's a different set though. I wish I could have the chat. I'm gonna try to open the chat. I might get bogged down over here.
His
Because
brother's downloading Microsoft updates, and it's killing him.
it's killing the bandwidth.
His brother's
downloading.
And he's trying to increase our views and watch time by pulling it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bishop. I liked Bishop. I thought it was great, except there's ways to get rid of Bishop, and that's unfortunate. Like, it's too easy. I think with the tune and things like that. It's
and
too
range.
Easy to get rid of Bishop. Range coming out. Well, Bishop has a pretty beefy body though, and you're gonna need a lot of range to get rid of him. But
yeah, he's also a 5 cost though.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the thing that killed Bishop was that stupid Cosmic Cube, because you can ping him for 3 and you only got to hit him twice at that point, right?
Yeah.
So you get rid of you throw the Cosmic Cube, that kind of just killed the meta. I feel well, not the meta, but it killed people's enthusiasm for the game. I felt like it was just like, just don't play it, guys. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But it's like, I understand it's there. If you want to win, you're gonna play it, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And I think in the current meta still, I think with as many attuners and pseudo dragon in there, it's just he's not in a good spot, but I think he's gonna have a place really soon. Not in the meta, but in competitive fun play, honestly.
Who's that?
Bishop,
yeah. I honestly, Bishop is a good card.
Yeah.
With that Cosmic Cube going away, it's not that easy to get rid of him anymore.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on X-Men First Class. I mean, I liked it. I was excited for it. I still buy it whenever I see it every now and then when I'm at the bookstore. So
yeah.
I don't know. I like the set. It was a decent plus. There's nothing else to buy. So
yeah, it is what it is on that. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for the blind product that we had for this year, I think blind product kind of went out on a meh kind of tone. Honestly.
Was it the draft packs that killed it, or was it they just? Or obviously going to LCG killed blind packs completely.
Yeah.
But I would like to buy blind packs. I like getting a lot of blind packs. Like, I want to buy 10.
That's why you're into Magic now, a little bit.
I'm trying to stay away so bad, dude. I don't want to waste any money on it.
I haven't bought any Magic stuff in a while, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I like picking up those packs. And at the bookstore that I go to, Duncanville bookstore, they still have X-Men. They still have some Thor. There's Green Arrow Flash on the wall. There's a Battle for Pharaon or Pharaon Under Siege out there.
Yeah.
On the wall still, and I want to buy it, but I'm just like, I don't need any of this stuff, but I like buying it, so I don't know.
And whenever we have something coming up where we're gonna play on live stream, Robert's like, I'll just buy 10 packs. Douchebag. And then we were actually talking about that before the stream started, Steven. I've kind of got a lot of stuff going on this week and all that. I want to. I really do. But
probably after the holidays.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm a last minute Christmas shopper, and I haven't bought anybody anything. So my next few days are going to be nothing but doing that. So
and I get off of work. Actually, on Friday I get off of work at 6:00. It's really hard for me to drive anywhere in Dallas to get there at like 7 or 8.
So
yeah. So for I think what
are your thoughts on X-Men?
Which the
First Class, X-Men First Class. I thought we were still talking about.
Oh, that. Okay. We're still talking about the blind product. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's just talk about the blind product right now. I think there were some really meta-defining things in the X-Men First Class and Thor, but it was things that they kind of had to put in because they knew that they were going to the LCG model. I think a little bit before they actually announced it, they knew they were going to that. Like they got energy fixers in there. They knew they had to get them. Then they have Mimic, which kind of helps out with a lot of ramp that was definitely
Oh, I
needed.
forgot about Mimic. Yeah,
Mimic's the best ramp in the game, and the best alt win condition in the game too. If you think about it.
Yeah, it really is. Because I didn't think about it until you told me about it. Holy crap! I totally forgot I could do that.
Yeah, you could have 2 fix-its in the field.
Yeah,
That's insane.
8/8s.
Yeah. So I think in X-Men First Class it was a better set. Period. There was just much better stuff in it, and overall it was just a better designed set for blind. Thor was a little bit more rushed with what was it. I'm not gonna say rushed. It seemed like there was things that they were like, well, we need to have this and this and this in here, because the energy fixers, 2 of them are fair, 2 of them are garbage. You just have them in there for the energy fixing.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the same way with the other energy fixtures. Clayface was garbage,
but he was a body in the field, though.
Yeah, that's true. They had legs, I guess.
Yeah.
The Bolt Fixer, Merlin was the best energy fixer.
Period.
He's an energy fixer and he's a win con, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what good came out of Thor? I mean, what did we get in Thor? We got Super Rare Malekith, which I don't have yet, but I want it.
There's cards that basically replace that pretty quickly that you don't really need it.
Coming out soon, yeah. What else was in Thor? You had your Billy Club, your energy fixers. Let's just throw all the energy fixers in there.
Yeah. You had your Immortals.
The Warriors 3 that is a ridiculous team. Like that,
draft
if you got
champ
that
right
in
there.
The draft, you were gonna win. Yeah. That's the thing I didn't like about Thor. Is like if you got those guys, even 2 of them, you were gonna win the draft pretty much.
Or if you got one of them and got off, just still the named ones on the other one, you're still gonna have a good chance of winning. Like if you had not the main ones, so to speak, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yep.
And then She-Hulk or Hulk.
Oh, Hulk, yeah.
If you got that in draft, pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. And my personal favorite, Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah. Fix-It? Yeah. Fix-It was a kind of like the meta card in that set, honestly.
Yeah. And you made the team, like, that was a ridiculous uncommon team.
Yeah.
Like holy crap, that's amazing. Like, no, I didn't think about it at all. I was always just going for the uncommon. Let me boost them up, ping them as much as I can. And then when you busted out that uncommon team, I was like, holy crap, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like it wins super quick. Like once you get Fix It out, you put that Hellfire Club out in the field, you win. Period.
Yeah.
There's nothing the opponent can do. And you don't mind fielding sidekicks. You don't mind if your opponent fields. You don't mind if your Fix It is blanked or anything. You're just like, okay, I'm going to keep fielding things, putting things out there. Hellfire Club, I win. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah. What does the uncommon Thor do? Is that the one that reduces damage or something like that? You only take a certain amount of damage?
Yeah. I think it's reduced point of damage. We're the worst ones to talk about stuff like this because our memories are for shit on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, which one was an uncommon Thor? Okay.
And then Absorbing Man. I think Absorbing Man has not been fully utilized yet. Because the when fielded ability that he has is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Kate Bishop. Yeah, you're right. Kate Bishop's pretty nasty.
Yep. So there's some good stuff in Thor. I mean, there's a good mix of things in there. It's just those sets. If you got certain things, you're pretty much guaranteed to win, and that's kind of not fun.
Yeah, I mean, Steven's right.
Draft.
It was built around draft.
Well, definitely. That's why they had the draft packs, right?
Yeah. Shut up, okay? Go.
Just saying. Yeah. Oh, so, and the uncommon Thor is the one where you can redirect the damage to Thor. So
that's fair.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're gonna punch me? I won't even block. I'll just put it here, and now your character goes to the use pile.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for playing.
He's not on the field for my turn. Yay.
Yeah. That's a really good card.
Yeah. So, do you feel like Hela, the uncommon Hela is hella good, for lack of a better word?
Oh, okay. Are you from California?
Bruh, nah.
No, bro.
Nah, bruh. That ain't me.
No, bro.
Um,
What else? I can't really think of anything else. I mean, yeah, the starters were good. What is it? If you do damage with starter or something, you KO something, kill the field or
yeah,
something like that.
if he does combat damage to one thing on the opposing side, knocks out everything. You have that with the force attack. You force your opponent to attack into Surtur, and then your next turn you just win. So
Yeah, I think is that the one that I had on the draft WKO. I think it is.
yeah, you
Or is
almost
this
won that,
I know.
except for TJ. Just
Yeah, when Surtur KOs an opposing character die, KO all opposing character dice. Don't mind if I do, and it has a really cool die. It's just little horns.
it's a little horny. And then so overall, I looking back at it, the blind product, there were some great things in it, and there were some just filler things. Like there's some things that you had to completely build around to get it to work at all, and it wasn't that good anyways.
But I think that's fun,
yeah,
honestly, building around things.
yeah,
But it's hard when if it's the only set. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's hard to do that. You got to get pieces from other areas, and a lot of those pieces might be Golden Age pieces that would make things better.
yeah,
Golden Age makes everything better, though.
yeah.
Honestly.
So, and round about that time is when our channel started.
In
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, and DM Armada helped us finalize the 2-team takedown that we'll be having a tournament soon with that.
Yes, sir.
We've kind of
February, right?
Yeah, we
Maybe.
haven't announced it yet, Robert.
We're just thinking, just throwing ideas out there. You know, see what sticks. It's not official yet.
We have a tournament that is coming up next month in January. Invitations. I mean, we can announce it for the most.
Announce it?
Yeah, we're gonna be putting out a video for it. So it's gonna be kind of like an invite tournament.
Yeah.
If you were in the top 4 or top 5 or 6, depending on if the person that was in the top 4 or whatever already had a spot, you'll be getting an invite also. But we're going to have a tournament for all the people that did well in tournaments this year. And by the grace of God, I got into it. I'm actually invited. Yeah, you didn't get invited.
I didn't make it.
So.
No. It's always drawing.
So everyone should be receiving those emails shortly, like within the next 2 weeks. But it's going to be global escalation. It's
global escalation,
and each match is going to be best 2 out of 3, and it's going to be double elimination.
Double or nothing.
Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah. But we'll be putting out an official announcement video in the vein of what we've been putting out lately. When we announce something, it's probably gonna be something stupid and a little bit funny or just forgettable.
Very forgettable.
Yeah. Okay, so that takes us to the campaign boxes / team packs that go along with it.
Yeah.
What?
Like what?
Avengers Infinity.
Are we gonna talk about that first? There was some. Didn't team packs come out before that?
They came out at the same time, bro.
Did it?
Yeah, and then also Harley Quinn came out at the same time. They came out the same exact day.
Didn't we get Spider-Man this year? Or was that last year?
That was last year. What?
Oh my god.
You're so like, yeah.
It's all blurred, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I know. We've been getting them at such a blistering pace that it's hard to keep it all straight. And by the way, I'm gonna stop being negative about their releases and everything like that. I'm gonna try to be positive about WizKid's release schedule. It seems like they're starting to get better about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I'm with the stuff that was announced today. I think they actually have a plan and have a schedule that they're going to try to stick to. So let's get back to this year though, where it wasn't so much on schedule. So
Avengers Infinity.
Mm-hmm. And then the team packs that went along with it. I like that set. I like that set a lot, honestly.
Infinity?
Yeah.
just the box or the teams also?
The teams, the teams, jerk.
Okay, the team packs. I don't know. I mean, I thought we were gonna separate each thing. You know what I mean?
Well, it came out at the same time, so
Did they? Oh, they did. Right? Yeah. You're
yeah.
right. Okay. Same day. Yeah, I forgot. I'm just bad at this stuff. What day is this?
Is this real life? No.
Is this real? Is this just fantasy?
So oh my god, let's not get copyright stricken for something stupid because they've been doing that lately.
Oh my god! All right.
So I think in each one of the team packs there was actually a couple of good characters / all the characters had something good about them, but not all of them. There were some duds in there, and in the campaign box, I think there was about 4 or 5 cards at least that were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And there were quite a few that were okay, and then there were some really not so great ones that you have to really try to build a team around.
Yeah, like Steven called out a couple of Wasp. Obviously, I know you like Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, the Avengers ID from
Yep.
that set, and he called out Ant-Man from the team pack.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Ant-Man, all the Ant-Man versions are good.
I'm trying to remember what is actually in the box because I just leave them and kind of just left them there. Even building teams now, I don't even look at them. I'm gonna look at my binder real quick for reference.
Well, I mean, they also came out all at the same time with the team pack, so it kind of gets blended together. There was no difference between. I think Black Widow was in the campaign.
Yeah, Black Widow's in the box.
Wasp was in the box.
Wasp in the box.
In the box.
Okay. Yeah. That looks like really the Thor Global.
Mm-hmm.
From the Red Dragon, except it doesn't do a damage. Oh no, this is it's a mix.
Rocket Raccoon and Star-Lord. It seems like they're actually trying to get good Guardians now.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I know Ben likes to play Guardians because he played that in a competitive event we threw, and he just wanted to play Guardians, and he didn't do great. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. He didn't do great, but he did pretty decent.
Yeah.
4-cost Captain America. Yeah.
I just looked at it a second ago.
Yeah. And it seems like they're getting more realistic with their cost and fielding cost. Like, because the ones that are super expensive, yeah, they're super expensive to field, but you should have enough ramp at that time when you purchase that to do that. And then the lower ones are better at fielding.
So, yeah, I mean, with this team pack, I mean, you got ridiculous stuff like the Kree Captain Globals.
Yeah.
And you have your Kree Soldier with Swarm and Infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
You got the ridiculous double crushing Thanos.
I love that card. That's such a troll card.
And your Supreme Intelligence Globals.
And I think the Supreme Intelligence is underutilized. I think it's a great card, though. You don't even need the Kree stuff in there for that to work right. I mean, to fabricate it, yes, you do need Kree, but if you just want to use the global, you're good.
Crazy Loki. What's Crazy Loki? I don't even look at Loki anymore. Like, as a character, I'm just like, none of his cards have been great since AVX.
Yeah.
2, you fill the villain, your opponent can play 2 extra prevent. Is it the 6-cost one, Father of Mayhem?
I think he's talking about the one where it does something.
The swapping one?
Yeah, the swapping one.
Yeah, that's Father of Mayhem.
That one's pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, I got an extra one of those dice. If anyone has an extra Black Panther die lying around.
Did you see that the one of the people
in Australia
that we sent? No, the starter, the Superman.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
It worked out in their favor.
Really?
Yeah, they got an extra die and are missing a basic action die. So it worked out in their favor.
Nice.
And it's one that we gave them. I was like,
there you go.
I was like, we're always looking for, like, we get the short end of the stick on this stuff, and then we give out one that actually gave a benefit, and that's fine.
So I'm looking at the Justice League Lightning, and like you said, all the Ant-Mans are good, right?
Yeah.
Atlas. I'm not gonna take these cards out and flip them, but I don't know if any of those are good.
There's an Atlas that's good when he has the global on one side. Then when you flip him, he doesn't have it. So you can kind of manipulate the board state to your advantage, and your opponent. It may not be as beneficial for your opponent with the global, but they'll try to abuse it when it's not on their on the right side. They can't use it anymore.
Mm.
And plus, it's the flip mechanic. I think that needed to come back. I think that's a good mechanic. And I like the fact that it's just not you can flip this card. Period. I like that they force you to play the game in a different way than just flipping cards.
Yeah,
I think that's fun and interesting.
yeah. I like the way that they did these flips rather than just flip it. Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It adds some thinking to it.
Yeah, Meteorite's cool.
Mm-hmm.
She had one of those cards were good from what I remember. I think one of the Mach 1 was a good card, right?
Yeah, Mach 1 had a really ridiculous card.
And didn't Techno have a good one? It has a thing on there.
Yeah, Techno has a good card. I think he actually he's 1.5 good cards.
There you go. So I mean, the team packs for the Avengers release were actually, the box set itself may not have been all that great, but when you combine it with everything, I think it's a pretty decent set.
Mm-hmm. All right, and yeah, I would say that was a little slightly above average for the value on those. Well, not value because you can't because it costs the same price for everything no matter what you buy. But I would say value wise or effectiveness of the set, I'd say that's probably average to above average. And then for competitive play, I'd say it's about average at best.
Well, people are gonna have to get competitive with it, so
yeah,
eventually.
And then that brings us to the introduction of a new
Whoa.
IP.
Language.
Oh God. Warhammer 40K and the set and the 2 team packs that went along with it. I think, honestly, top to bottom, I think it's one of the best sets that's come out. Period. I think there are some bad cards in there, but I think the good to great cards far outweigh that.
As an individual set, I will agree with you because it's very thematic in itself. Because it's 40K Warhammer. It's very
hold on
synergistic.
How did you pronounce that? 40K Warhammer, or is it Warhammer 40K?
40K Warhammer 40K, whatever it's called.
The British
I don't
thing.
know what that thing is. Oh, 40K. Isn't that what it's called? 40K.
It's Warhammer 40K.
Or do I gotta say 40,000?
No,
say 40,000 just to annoy.
Or just 40,000.
Say 4 and 4 zeros. 4 and 4 zeros. Yeah, it's very synergistic. I think that's good, but I don't know, man. I like the idea of having these different factions and stuff like that, where you have team sets specifically built for those factions. I think that's really cool, and that's what I kind of liked about the Defenders set early on. And I wish it kind of stayed with that theme. You have the Guardians, even though it's not a Guardians team pack, you had a lot of Guardians in that one set. In that team pack. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a really cool idea. And I hope they keep it going with the new set that they're going to release.
Yeah. But I mean, there's some cards in there that are just ridiculous. And
oh yeah.
And their TOA had some ridiculous cards in there and some okay cards in there. But the bad cards were a lot. And I'm just using TOA as an example. There were some pretty bad cards in TOA that were just like all versions of that card of that character were terrible.
Like the Nicolas Cage card.
Yeah. we were shitting on that so much at the draft event when we were at the what was it, the WKO?
Yeah.
I told you I drafted it just because it looked like Nicolas Cage.
Such a good card.
Oh my God.
Not a good card.
So
yeah, you were gushing over Warhammer. Go ahead.
40 you got me saying it now. The Warhammer sets, they It looks like there's at least one usable to good card on each character, and possibility of having all three characters work in the right team.
Yeah,
So I would say kudos to WizKids on that for making viable versions of the thing. I still have my complaint about the Max 5 and Max 1, but that's for a different thing altogether. But I think they're taking care of that going forward, I hope.
I doubt it, but it is. You learn your lesson. You start looking at cards. You play with some of the cards, and you figure out you really don't need max dice on something. How many teams you actually play with when you're playing Dice Masters where you need max dice? It's very rare.
Yeah.
To have something with 4 dice on it, unless you're doing a swarm team or something like that.
Yeah. Most of the
Those
time,
are
it's
rare.
3 is the most.
Yeah,
And even then, you don't buy that last die, most likely.
most of the time,
But that's, yeah. And
Actually, I think Wolfen might be a horrible card.
all the Wolverine knockoff.
Yeah,
I love that for different reasons altogether, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that great. I mean, well, I guess some of them are okay.
There's one card of Wolfen that's okay.
When one of your character dice is KO'd, spin each Wolfen character up 1 level.
Yeah.
When Wolfen is blocked, spin the character die up 1 level. Or when what is this? Anubis looking head? A wolf's?
Ultramarines?
No, it's the little wolf head.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Hold on, I got the little pamphlet right here.
When one of those character die of a cost or more is fielded, spin Wolfen up 1 level. I mean, I never really said they're that great.
Yeah. Space Wolves.
Space Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, I like him for comedic value. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, overall, like I said, I do like the synergy of the sets. I think it's really cool to have, what are these called? Faction specific team sets. I like to keep that going. I don't know anything about Warhammer. And this is a good introduction to it. I think just being familiar with dice, playing Dice Masters, and just getting an interest in something else that's always a good thing.
Yeah, and kudos for WizKids including 2 playmats. It's a small thing, but Avengers Infinity did not have that, and I think for someone picking up the game, you're gonna have to just use a proxy and kind of figure that out going from there. But I think it's good to include 2 of those, no matter what. So good on them.
Yeah. Faux show.
And Laurier found out that WizKids is going to have another 40K set. I'm excited. I personally liked Warhammer. I think it. Ben was kind of right in some of the comments, and some other people have said it too. It kind of harkens back to like D&D sets a little bit. It feels special in a way, and it kind of has similar mechanics where it's like kind of unique to that set, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and with the name like Warhammer, 4 and 4 zeros, I really feel like it's going to draw in more people to Dice Masters. I really hope it draws more people into the game because I would really like to start playing locally again, especially with new OP kits coming out. I want them. Yeah. And I want that card that came in that magazine. I need to order it from on the line.
Oh my god. You're just like batting 1,000 tonight. You're just like comedic gold today.
Am I? I had a lot of sugar. I had a soda. My buddy said whenever I'm like hyper and stuff, he's like, "Did you have a soda today?" He's like, "Did you have a Coke?" He says, "Yeah." Did you have a Coke? I'm like, yes, I did have a Coke. We left one out though. We left out Harley Quinn. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't that great. It's kind of forgettable, but I mean, we got good stuff like Thrown Brick,
Poison Ivy,
Target Lock, Poison Ivy.
Yeah, there's
3 Batman. All 3 Batmans are good, right?
Yeah.
The Harley Quinn that makes you re-roll everything, even your character, ridiculous. But why not?
And the Mama's Babies.
Mama's Babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, That's a good
There's a
little
lot
set.
of for chance stuff in that set, and I never like doing for chance whenever
Me
you're
either.
playing. We're already playing for chance with dice already, then you're adding another layer of for chance. I don't
Yeah,
like that. It's
not a fan.
not a fan.
Not a fan. That's what the N on your hat stands for. Not a fan.
No, it doesn't.
It's Captain in the N squad.
That sounds
Just
racist.
no.
Captain
That was the
of the N
biggest. That was a
Squad.
cartoon. That was a cartoon in the 80s.
Okay.
Oh my god, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, all I remember from the '80s is Biker Mice from Mars because that commercial.
That wasn't even from the 80s.
Okay, that's how little I remember of the '80s. I remember '90s stuff.
You were all coked up in your leisure coats on your boats
In my My
Miami.
Buddy outfit, hanging out with my My Buddy doll. Yeah. Snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass. Yeah, you know how it is for 5 years old.
Your little mama play Miami Vice. Jeez. Can't do anything. Your son sure does have the sniffles a lot.
Yeah, he keeps snorting pixie sticks. I don't know where he gets it from. He's messing up his septum so bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's from 1993. That's a 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. I don't care.
You're our online research.
This is the only time I'll research something. I don't research stuff. I'm just like, oh, is it? Okay, I don't care enough to look. That time I cared. I cared a lot. Exactly.
So with the direction that the sets are going, I kind of interested to see where it goes. We're getting WWE this upcoming year.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna get me a Shawn Michaels card, HBK. Man, I can't wait for it. Some sweet chin music, a super kick, Intercontinental Champion, all that good stuff.
I'm not into wrestling at all, so I'm just like, I don't. It's Dice Masters, but I don't care about WWE at all.
It should be old school wrestlers. I don't want to see any of this new guys because I don't know anything about new wrestlers. If it's before like 2000, I don't know, maybe even like 97. I don't know anything about wrestling at that point. Like, yeah, it was back when the New World Order was going on. Like, I'm done. I'm out.
Well, if they do just the old school stuff, they're going to leave it wide open to have a second set. And Dice Masters and WWE, I don't know if they want to make more money doing that. I don't know.
There's a big market for wrestling stuff.
No,
man.
I know.
I was surprised because once I started collecting action figures again, I started joining like all these different toy groups on Facebook, and I was surprised how many people were actually buying and collecting these WWE action figures. They're like, oh, they have all these new WWE figures here and here and here, and I'm like, what? People buy this stuff? Obviously, people buy them or they wouldn't make them. I was like, I didn't realize there was such a demand for them. You know?
They're building the wall between U.S. and Mexico out of like WWE dolls because no one buys them. The U.S. government bought them.
That's what it is. Yep. But yeah, no, I'd be interested to see what the wrestlers are going to be that they use. Like Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty have the Rockers. You could do that Rocksteady and Bebop sort of team up thing where one gets overcrushed. Things like that, you know what I mean? Tag team groups.
You know, it'd be kind of interesting if they had like a Warriors 3 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about wrestling, but if they had like 3 wrestlers together, were just dominating if you in a draft situation, but any other situation they weren't that big a deal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think back to days, but there was like the Heart Foundation. So you had like Bret the Hitman Hart.
It sounds like a charity event thing. Heart Foundation.
It was like Hands Across America.
Oh my god.
Just like old school stuff like that, man. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Undertaker has resurrection.
Yeah. Obviously,
yes, you're right.
Yeah. Paul Bearer be in there.
Oh my Undertaker. That's all I remember from Paul Bearer.
Yeah, How are they gonna put that on cards though? Maybe they'll have audible cards now.
Maybe. It's gonna be a bunch of O's straight across the subject.
Oh, So the only
But I
reason
see
I
what
know
you mean.
about Paul Bearer and Undertaker is because my brother was watching it when they were like really big, and he was like, "Hey, watch this stupid stuff right here." Paul Bearer was like, "Oh,
And he had the urn.
yeah."
The urn. He had all the. I remember they dumped out all the ashes one time. Oh, they should have Jake the Snake Roberts, and then you can have Snake make snake tokens. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Snake token. You're thinking of like D&D.
No, Jake the Snake Roberts had a python, and he had
No,
a
I
cobra one
know.
time.
But when was the last time we had token?
Oh,
I guess we do have squirrel
there's
and chipmunk
token.
tokens. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm an
there's
asshole. I'm
some.
sorry.
There's some in D&D also.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be interesting if they start doing that a little bit more.
More tokens.
Yeah, like things to just like f- add to the field. Like the character itself wasn't that good, but they added tokens.
Poison Ivy makes tokens too.
Yeah, and
So
she
yeah.
uses them.
Or she loses them.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah,
I think having stuff like that's a good idea, and it they kind of got away from that a little bit since Guardians.
I would like to see that, especially with range,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can keep your little walls up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also you're creating walls, so that's not fun.
Well, those walls could be taken down with range.
Yeah, that's true. How does tokens work with Green Devil Mask? I forgot about that. Did they not go away, or did they just go away? Because it's reroll your dice, right? I think Steven probably knows. He knows everything.
I, I think I think they stay there.
Reroll all of their active character dice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're not
Move any.
they're not
So
active
tokens just sit
characters.
there, huh?
Yeah, they're not character dice in any way at all.
4 more active character dice. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Rikishi. Didn't Rikishi? Oh, you don't know. You didn't watch wrestling. Didn't he like spit the blood out? He would drink it out of a skull and then just spit it out.
On the wrestling game on
Oh
Nintendo, he did do that. Yeah,
no, it's not. Was it Rikishi or was that Kamala? I think it was
that was
Kamala.
Kamala. Yeah.
Rikishi was from that. Um, he was in the Hawaiian tag team from back in the days. I think. I don't remember. I remember I saw wrestling once live, and it was like Monday. What you got there?
Got my new Switch.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to switch because your nickname is Switch.
That's one of my
That's why.
nicknames.
One of his many aliases.
What's crazy is I do have a ton of nicknames.
Yep.
When I worked at Starbucks, my nickname was Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
And then
Would they say it like that?
no,
They should have.
they'd be like,
Opportunity.
Wonder Boy, get your ass downstairs and do blah 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 blah. Why you gotta be like that?
Because you're Wonder Boy.
Yeah. And then my nickname I've had almost all my whole entire life is Cheesy because my initials CHZ.
Yep.
And then Switch because I was hanging out with my Jeff, who's friends with us. I was hanging out with his brother. We went to a club or whatever, and I came back and I got right in front of Jeff's face and woke him up. And I had like white hair. I had platinum white hair. I used to bleach it so bad it was ridiculous, and I had like multicolors on it, and I had a rainbow mohawk at one point and all kinds of stuff. But I woke him up and he's like, "Oh my god, it switched from the Matrix." That's where that nickname came from. Everyone in Jeff's family calls me Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I learned something today.
Yeah.
I thought it's because they said you switched your hair a lot.
No.
I thought that was the reason. Okay. Well,
No.
see, I learned something.
Yeah, I know. Oh man. Yeah, he the one guy would sit on victims. That sounds weird. If they were in the ring with him, they wouldn't really be victims, would they? They chose that.
They chose to be there.
Yeah.
They wanted that. They knew what this was.
It was an opponent.
Are you thinking of Yokozuna, Mel? Yokozuna used to sit on people. He would drag them into the corner.
You almost said he would shit on people.
You got that, huh?
Yeah, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate at all.
And then Lex Luger, everyone hated him, and then he fought Yokozuna, and nobody could pick him up because he was so big and fat because he was a sumo wrestler looking dude. and Lex Luger picked him up and then threw him down. He used to be the narcissist, by the way, and he body slammed him, and that was like a big deal apparently. So that happened. That's a little WWF history for you.
I didn't. I didn't ask for it, but you know.
You remember when you asked for it earlier? There you go.
I was a victim in this story.
You knew what this was.
My apologies. My apologies. Oh man! And then for our channel, how many tournaments have we had this year? 1, 2,
37.
Yes, let's go with that.
It feels like it.
It feels right. I think 3 or 4.
Might have been 4.
Yeah.
We did the first 2 teams.
Then we did draft.
Mm-hmm. And then we did Golden Age.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We did 3.
Oh. And then Troy had 1.
Troy had 1, yeah. So there's
and Troy's about to put on another one, so look out for that.
Wow.
Troy had the virtual, like the faux Nats. He puts it on every year. Nats. I came in second in that tournament.
Yeah, you did. Good job. Look at you doing things.
I brought Yanti and lost to Ben. I lose to Ben all the time, so it really wasn't that big a deal.
You're used to it.
Yeah.
You've been conditioned.
Yeah. So, yeah, and we're planning on having quite a few this year, we hope. As long as people still come to them, we'll still have them.
Totally.
And
if not, we'll just be here talking about random wrestling, misremembering wrestlers.
Wrestling histrionics. That's what we'll just call it for now. The histrionics of wrestling.
Yep.
And we'll be drinking champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah, Champagne. Oh man. So yeah, and we're gonna start doing more on Twitch. I know I keep saying that.
Chris will do it eventually.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
I have had a lot of personal stuff go on lately, and it's been a little bit hard for me to do stuff and get going on that. But I'm about to warm it up.
You finna?
Yeah. I was hoping you're gonna say warm it up, Chris.
Were you about to?
I was about to. Yeah.
Someone would say that that's what you were born to do.
Oh my God, maybe.
Just don't miss the bus. That's another one of their songs. I miss the bus. You don't know that? You don't know that one?
I'm not really into the catalog of Crisscross.
Crisscross? I hear they make you jump.
They do. The Daddy Mac will make you.
Will he make you jump?
Jump.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to confirm.
All right, we're off the rails now. I don't work into Crisscross.
Oh, people are still here. Good.
We're actually gaining people.
We just gained subscribe. Crisscross just subscribed to the channel.
One half of them because, you know, one of them's a dead. One of them's a dead? What? Did I learn how to talk today?
I think so. You know how to spoke.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I watched Venom last night, by the way. Did I tell you that? Did we talk about that already? I
think
we should.
Yeah, let's just go into... Here's the potluck portion of the programming, everyone.
Yeah, we got like 11 minutes to kill here. Let's talk about Venom.
I know you may think the rest of this programming was potluck. Stay tuned.
We had a potluck today at work, actually.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. You had to buy pie last night.
I did. And I left it at work. Hopefully no one threw it away. I'm gonna be very upset if I don't go to work and my pie's in the trash.
You left it there.
Yeah, but I told someone to put it in the fridge for me when I left.
I'm the boss, man. I'm going to tell them what to do, and they better not throw my pie away. It was a request.
They didn't have to, but I would like to have pie for breakfast tomorrow. I'm just saying.
But if I go in and it's thrown away, someone's getting fired, you know.
No, that won't happen. That's probably a good thing. They're doing me a favor by throwing it away. But yeah, Venom was it was okay. It was okay. Have you seen it yet?
No. I'm probably going to watch it tonight.
Ooh.
Somehow.
Probably.
I'm going to watch it somehow. I don't know how, but I'll watch it.
Watch it on the Movies Anywhere app that you have access to, that I give you access to. So there you go.
You're not supposed to
Legally.
tell anyone that.
Legally.
Oh, okay.
Legally, it's legal.
Yeah, I'll
It's
be
legal.
watching that most likely. So
Sweet. It's not that bad, dude. Honestly, on it. But you know what?
if you have to say it's not that bad, it means it's not that good.
No, people trashed all over that movie, and it's not bad. It's not a bad movie.
Well, you and I both know when people trash movies or they say it's the greatest movie, it's never that. It's always
Yeah,
somewhere in the middle.
somewhere in the middle.
So
Yeah. Let's see. I think it got like 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
wow.
Yeah. Well, it says 29% now.
So it's going down or up.
Yeah. Yeah. I personally, I didn't think it was that bad. Like 23%. Like, nah,
Did you see it in
I don't think
theaters?
so. No, I bought the Blu-ray. It came out yesterday.
I know, but you didn't see it when it first came out in the theaters.
I just never got around to it. I wanted to. I had my intention was to see it in the theater because I wanted to support a comic book movie,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just never got around to it. I just totally it came and went. Honestly, nobody saw it that I knew, so I didn't get hyped up to go see it, and it just kind of fell by the wayside. But I watched it last night. Everyone should check it out because it's not a bad movie. Honestly, if you're looking for something to watch, you want to kill some time, and it's a character you're familiar with, then give it a watch. I just don't. I'm not a fan of Tom Hardy, dude. Not a fan.
It seems like one of those movies that if it came out on USA, I would watch, but it's not something that I would go like because it was a lot of the scenes that they showed on the commercials seemed kind of cringy, honestly, and just like the animation of Venom himself did not look great.
Well, you got a good TV, so it's gonna look good on your TV. It's good. It's not. It didn't look bad. Like I thought it was gonna be the same thing because I heard people trash on the CG or the CGI, and I didn't think it was that bad. Like it didn't. And obviously, it's fake. It's an alien.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People, what did you expect it to look like? You know, like it doesn't look like 1990s CGI at my own stretch of the imagination. You know.
Well, it doesn't get near that uncanny valley where you see something that is in real life, like Carrie Fisher. When they showed CGI version of her, people were like, that doesn't look real. Well, she's dead. What do you expect them to do? I mean,
it's like CGI Carrie Fisher, like or young Carrie Fisher from a Rogue One at the end. Like, it's a digital. It's her face digital. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm sorry they didn't think back 30 years ago that hey, we should probably film this in a new format that no one's using yet. It's called it's a digital thing. Let's go ahead and do that. It cost hundreds of thousands just to film it, or hundreds of millions to film it. No, they didn't do that.
Exactly. But no, CG's not. It wasn't that cheesy looking. It was pretty. Honestly, I would check it out. I recommend. It's probably like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Honestly, which is it's right there in the middle. It's okay. It's not on the bad side. It's more leaning towards the good side, but it's not a great movie.
Yeah.
It's something to watch.
Yeah.
But Tom Hardy is garbage, by the way. I'm not a fan of Tom Hardy on anything that I've seen him in.
I think he's delightful.
he seems like a nice guy. Like I hear really good stories about him. He seems like a really good. Every scene I have not been a fan of him, acting wise. He is a person. He's great. Just not a fan, man. I can't do it.
I don't know. I'm okay with his acting. He's in too much stuff. Honestly, he's oversaturating the market with himself. Because he's on TV shows, streaming services, and on movies.
People want to see him, man.
I know, but the good actors limit where they can be seen, so you want more of them.
Picky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't think he's like. To me, he's there. I don't know.
You don't want him to go down the Nicolas Cage line where it's like, dude just puts out movie after movie after movie, and then eventually you're just like, was there a Nicolas Cage movie that came out? Yeah, there was like it straight to DVD, and it's like, oh wow.
Which one?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is a national treasure.
Oh my god. You know, it's crazy. I read some article about how Nicolas Cage movies and directors, the only ones that Nicolas Cage is good in is when they get a really good director that knows how to tell him what to do and doesn't take any BS from him, he's good in those movies. But movies where the director doesn't, it's a newer director, or they just don't know how to, they're not good at telling actors what to do.
Yeah.
He's terrible in it because he takes his own direction.
He was good in Spider-Man. He's in the Spider-Verse movie. He plays Spider-Man Noir.
Really?
Yeah. He's just a voice. But he's not, it's not, he doesn't have a lot of lines, but the lines that he does have, they're pretty good. He's also in Teen Titans Go movie, Superman. And that.
Is that just a harken back to when he was almost Superman?
I think so.
That's
also a good movie that I recently watched. I laughed the entire time I was watching that movie. I know people trash all over Teen Titans Go, but that show is hilarious. Or that movie was hilarious. It was great. Check it out.
I've never watched any Teen Titans Go stuff. I watched Teen Titans back in the day, but I haven't watched any of the newer stuff. Just not. I'm not that interested, honestly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never watched the original Teen Titans show. I watched a few episodes here or there because I was working at night, so I would just never watch it. And so when Go came out, I started watching that, and I just thought it was hilarious. It's silly, it's different. Obviously, it's not the same show, so you can't go in there expecting it to be the same. But I thought it's funny. Beast Boy's hilarious, and yeah, the movie is gold.
See, working late nights doesn't matter for me because I'm an insomniac. So if something comes out that I want to watch, I'll just watch it. Not worry about being tired because I'm always tired.
Yeah.
So
you're like the Hulk that way.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. That's my new nickname, the Hulk.
The Hulk.
Yeah. I'll put that on business cards. See our game room, home of the Hulk.
Kind of like the Hulk.
You won't like him when he's sleepy. Okay, he's sleepy all the time.
He's sleepy all the time. He's sleepy all the time.
I hope that doesn't stick.
Yeah, there you go. Sleepy Chris.
Oh my god. That reminds me of Rick and Morty. Sleepy Gary.
Sleepy Gary.
Oh,
what episode is that?
The one where the parasite is in the house and they have all the imaginary characters.
Yeah, that one was on the other day.
Oh my god, that one's so good. We know they're parasites because we only have shitty memories of the real ones. Oh, Mr. Pencil, please please just tell me some time when it was awkward when I farted and you looked at me weird. Just come on, man. You can't do it, Rick. You're right. Here you go, Summer. He just straight up murders Mr. Pencil.
That's such a good show.
I can't wait for the next season in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Well, I feel bad for that dude because that dude went through a lot of pressure too.
Which guy?
I don't know the whole story. The creator, the Harmon guy.
Dan Harmon, yeah.
Yeah, he got like married and divorced and became an alcoholic during like some of that stuff. Like, damn.
Well, I mean,
that's just like what I saw. I don't know.
He's
might not be like, accurate.
I've also heard he's an incredible jerk.
It could be, but
because he was the one that did Community, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And Chevy Chase on his last episode, they were. It was at the Christmas party in the final wrap or whatever, and then Dan Harmon started a chant of "fuck Chevy Chase," and everyone went along with it. Everyone else thought it was a joke, but Dan Harmon was actually trying to show Chevy that everyone hates you. Get off the set. And
Jesus.
Yeah, they kicked Dan Harmon off the show that he created.
Wow.
Because the actors didn't want to work with him anymore.
Dang.
And it wasn't just that one instance where he got everyone to say that to Chevy Chase. It was, from what I understand, he was quite toxic.
Ooh, like Britney Spears?
Yeah, with snakes and all.
Well, that's been Dan Harmon talking. It may or may not be true. Who knows? It's the internet. Yeah. But that's what happened. Anyways, yeah, I think we killed those 11 minutes pretty good there. Drove them right into the ground.
I told you it would be potluck talk, and it really went to anything.
It really did. But yeah, this is our last stream of the year. I think it went rather well.
I feel as though we think it went well.
I think it might not have gone well.
Yeah.
Might not have gone well at all.
So
Yeah. Next year we'll have some more things. We'll have time to think about stuff and
yeah.
ponder our life choices.
We'll try to do better next time, guys. We can't promise
Yeah.
anything, but we'll try to do better next year.
Yeah, we'll try to be better.
We
We'll
probably
try.
won't. We probably won't.
Oh, no promises.
All right. So I think that's gonna do it for us here in this random last stream. So
Yeah, it's the holidays. Everyone have happy for you celebrate. I hope it's fun. And yeah, I guess that's gonna wrap things up for us here in the CR game room. Would you say yes to
yes,
that?
yeah,
All right.
I concur.
You concur. Okay. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join our conversations on Discord. And as always, thanks for hanging out and Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, whatever you do, have fun. So
Happy whatever it is.
bye.
Bye, everybody.